Hey guys, it's time once again for another stream of Bridge Constructor Portal with me, Supernautus. I'm just briefly checking how my sound's coming through. Sounds okay? Yeah, good. I think I worked out what's happening with my mic, which is good. I'm hoping that means I've stopped it being a problem. So yeah, Bridge Constructor Portal, we're up to number 20. We're up to number 24. I'll try and speak clearly, if I can, to the Faithful Companion quest.
The weighted companion cube can also be used as a portable defense against turret fire.
Okay, so we can use it as a portable defense against turret fire. Why would that be the case? Oh, I see. Look, there's a turret there near the exit. So what do we have? We start here. We have a portal at the bottom. Alright, I see. So presumably what we want to do is we want to come out of here, go through the portal down there, out here, where we're going to hit this and drop the companion cube. We want the companion cube to drop on there first, before the car, so we can then push it into the turret, I'm guessing. That's what it means by a mobile defense system, I guess. So let's see what we can do to make that happen. Okay, so I think really first of all what we need to do is have a road that goes up high enough that it stops, that it catches the cars coming out of there. That I would assume means probably putting it to about there. It's probably a little high actually. Should only need one, I think. Just enough to catch that. So the cars are going to drop out. They're going to run down there and go through there. So that's what we need. If I had to guess, I'd say we also need some kind of jump that's going to go from here. I'm just trying to think where I want to put it. I would say about there. So yeah, that looks okay. So that's going to be a jump across. We're going to need to build like some support structures here, I think. That looks about right. That should just hold that in position. We also need something that the companion cube can slide down. So let's do that at full stretch to there. But I think we want to just go a little bit further. That looks like probably the right position. I think. Just think about that. Yeah, that's probably going to be good enough. That should, yes, so that's going to catch the companion cube, which will drop down. And yeah, when we land, we'll kind of push it along. So now we just need to support all this stuff. Let's see, we want something that's going to support both of those. Can I go any further down? Yeah, that looks okay. Let's see. We also want to fix it to this point if we can. Oh no, look, I need that to be closer, I think. I need that to be close enough. Yeah, that's going to be better. That should work. So we want those to link up. What else? Just trying to think how we can make this strong, I guess. If I put this here. And then that there. See, I've just got to think how to get these linked up nicely. I reckon if we can put something there, that'll be good. And then does this link to here? I think that should be fine. However, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some wire in here just to give it a bit more support. Just there. I think if we just cinch it up to these, And then I guess see how that works. That looks good. I think that should work. Let's try it with a car. So it should drop to there. Oh, that's not long enough. Okay. If I just build a little bit more track there, the trouble's going to be securing it. Let's try and link those together. Can I just support that a bit better? If I take a wire there, I'm hoping that's going to be enough this time. No, look, that's pulling already. It goes through, but let's see if the car gets across. Oh yeah, that worked, but the bridge fell. So let's go back and just see if we can build a bit more support for this. So clearly, that's not supported enough there for a start. I'm going to try see if we can build a little bit more support for this. Like that. I think like this. Does that go anywhere else? Can't hurt to have some kind of cross beams. Do another cross beam to there. Now I'm hoping this will give it a bit more support and hold up that, because that caused a bit of a problem. So let's try it again with a single car. Looks like that's stronger than it was. Yeah, but look at that one beam on the top right. That's not supporting anything. Oh no, that worked. Okay, so let's try the convoy then. See if they can all get through. Nope. No, they cannot. This isn't supported enough. This definitely isn't supported enough. I am going to be spending a lot to build this bridge, though. Can I fix that to, like, there? I feel like this is maybe just too much. But we're going to try it. I just need to give that top part more support. Let's try the convoy again. No. Not gonna happen. That's just not gonna work. I wonder if I mean, we can get... Oh no, I don't want to do that. I wonder if we can get something to connect. That's not connected. I wonder... And let's just give this a bit more support. I don't think this is going to work with this one here, but let's try it. Let's try the convoy again. Well, that looks much stronger. That's definitely stronger. Yeah, I think that's it. Perfect. I think we'll get them all across now. A few more wires and it's perfect. Got them all across cleanly. Let's move on to the next level then. See what we've got. Ooh, we got an achievement. 66% loss. We delivered 20 convoys apparently. So this is two-way traffic. Level 25 out of 60. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so the cars come out of here. Okay, so basically we've got to get the cars to come back. I guess the way we're going to do that... Oh, now let me think. Probably if we build a road that goes to the bottom one, because we need to cross this to open the door. So we need to go through the bottom one, out the top one, and back. That's going to be interesting. Let's see what we can do. Right, so I think... that should work. I'll just put support there. Oh, and support there. Right, so that's going to be part of the road. Also, can we connect anything to there? Ah, not quite. But I think we can maybe do that with the second part of road that we're building. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Let me just think. I'm just trying to think where we want to go. Do we want to go right there? Let's build a second part there. I'm hoping that that allows me to build kind of a framework to support it. But it might not. But let's get the rest of this road done. I reckon we want to build a road to somewhere like there. And then to there if we can. Ah, can we take that away? Was that as far as it could go? Yeah. Now that's a pain. Let's take that away. Maybe we can make that just a little bit longer. Like this. And then... yeah. So that can all be road. Okay, so that's going to be a road. Now we also want to build the road to there, I guess. Okay. So that's going to be the road. Or at least the road to that part. But we're also going to need to build a road from here if we can. Let me just think about this. Okay, so I think that what we want to do, I would say we want to build a road that goes about... See, I'm trying to think where that road's going to be. It has to come from there, doesn't it? So we have to build some sort of support mechanism to reach there. So let's try that. Can I build here? I can't build anything there. Okay. Right, first things first, let's support this. And I think that's going to be too far to reach that. So I think what we're going to have to do instead is connect it that way. That should give it a bit more support. I hope. I hope that's enough support. I don't think we need to do much down there. We're going to be like suspending this, I would say, so we probably want, I wonder, if I build something that goes to like there as a support, which we'll also put there just so we know where we're going, then I should be able to make a bit of track that goes... That would work, I think. Yeah, that'll still connect. Okay. So that needs to be track. Now that gives us a better idea of what we're doing. I think we'll connect this track to there. And also to the other support there. Right, that gives us some idea. But obviously we need to continue our track a little bit. I'm just trying to think how much space I can have between lanes. That's probably fine. So let's just connect that. That's fine, yeah. I should be able to connect that to there. I'm hoping that's enough support because I don't want to mess around too much with it. Let's say that that's our track. So now I want to build something that goes to about there. And connects, can connect to both of these. That works. Now I need this to be as close to, I think we can, yeah, that's going to work. Let's put more support down there. I think I want to basically make each of these kind of just in front of there. I don't think that might work. It's kind of quite a bit of it is trial and error though. Right, so I reckon we're going to have to, see, I need to know that the cars are going to fit. I think that'll be okay. Best way to find out would be to run a single car down at first though. Okay, now I think pretty much from there we want to run a track to here. That'll be the track that's going down there. Now I need to build something to support this. Let's say I build something that goes, I don't know, can we get something to the ground just there? Yeah, that'll work. That gives it a bit more support. And I reckon enough support should be that and that. I hope that's going to be enough to hold it up. I'm not sure. One way to find out will be to run the car through it. I'm not sure there's enough space there for the car to get through. Let's try it and see. Don't know if that's enough space, to be honest. It goes pretty fast across there. That looks secure enough. Now, if I remember rightly, that doesn't really matter too much that the guys have just launched out. Yeah, that goes really well. Let's convoy that and see how that gets on. Obviously, once multiple cars start racing across, that's when it starts to have some trouble. Looks okay, though. Looks good. So far, at least. Yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, the guys are getting knocked out of the cars, but it still counts as securing the convoy. So, you know, I'm not going to complain too much. We got 10 out of 10. That was well put together. So what's the next level like? Okay. Change flight coordinates.
For the
So what have we
first
got?
time, a completely free-hanging
bridge
is
construction.
required in the upper section of this test chamber.
Oh yeah, see it.
We are now required to provide this inspirational quote.
Oh, an inspirational quote.
Likewise, there is no shame in researching effective construction methods in the Library of Best Practices.
Yeah. That you didn't actually tell me what that was, because it was an uninitialized database. But let's see what the level looks like. Okay, so the reason we've got to suspend a bridge is because there are two red barriers here. So we've got to suspend a bridge that'll get us across to that blue portal. The blue portal takes us there, and that'll launch us in the air. However, I can see that the top of our jump is going to put us into the red beams, which will kill us. So I would guess we've got to put something that stops the jump and sends it down here. And then we have to build a road to cross there. So let's start... Well, actually... Let's build this, because I think we can build a road across this fairly easily. And maybe a thing to block it as well. Just thinking. So yeah, that can all be road. Or is it? Yeah, that should all be road, I think. We're going to need to secure this in such a way that it's actually going to be secure there, though. So if I build things that link that, that should hold that up in the middle. That might be wishful thinking, but we'll try it and see. Okay, so we need something to support, like a wall or something that's going to stop. That's going to stop cars. So I guess if we build some kind of framework to do that, I think we need to build something here to just give that a little bit more support. Let me see. So we build that kind of platform. Something a little higher. I need it to be high enough that it's basically in line with that, I think. Okay, but I'm going to need something. Let me try this. I'm not sure. I need something that the car is going to hit. I'm not sure that's going to be strong enough to do it, to be honest. But okay, let's try a little bit of a road there. I'm hoping that angle will stop the... will stop the cars enough to get them on the regular track. So let's say that's roughly what we're going to do. And we'll probably have to tweak it again in a minute, but for now, that seems good. But now we need to get a bridge that's going to go across here. So it needs to be suspended. Well, I think the first thing we're going to do, that's as far as that goes. So let's just hook that. Now we're probably going to have to use these struts and also some wires, I think. Because I don't trust that these struts alone are going to be good enough. So let's see. Let me think. There. I think we put them, part of it there. Just trying to think, is that going to be, I think it needs to be lower really, doesn't it? I think that part needs to be lower. Let's put it there. I guess if we put that right to the end, then we can build a bit of, let me think here. If I build a bit of road that goes basically to there. Okay. Let's see, that's going to give us the chance to build something else. I really need it to be within range of both of those though. That's going to work, I think. That might be too high an angle. That should be okay though. I hope. I'll have to build some more support beams, but I think basically I need to build it to there. Right, let's say that's the actual bridge. Okay, so that's the bridge. So now I'm going to just make some more support beams. Also going to make something to there if I can. Yeah, that'll work. One sec. Okay, so we want to build the supports like this, I reckon. Does that reach there? Damn, it doesn't. But I reckon we can support that like this. And if I just put something in between that supports that, I just want to be sure. We'll probably use some wire as well, just to suspend it a little better. I think that's good. Apparently reaches there, so that's at least a start. It's not quite good enough to reach there though. Okay, so a little extra support will work. But now I think we also need other items to help with that support. If I just change to wires, I'm just thinking, can I connect? Let's say I connect a wire to there. Let's say I connect a wire to there, and also, if we can, there. Let's try that and see if the car can get across. Nope. So why did that not work? Because it's not actually connected to anything. Just one sec, just a moment. I'm hoping that's enough to get this to actually stay attached. I guess not. Right, maybe this time that's actually going to stay up. No, that didn't. Right, and that doesn't have enough support either. Okay. It's lifting the track, isn't it? And of course we can't build through those. Or up to there. Let's try the car through it again. Not going to work. Didn't actually work at all because the car doesn't... Where exactly does the car go? This whole bridge is just a disaster. Let's see. And it's the... I mean, the... Yeah, that needs to be longer. For a start, that needs to actually catch the car. Let's try that. To make sure we can actually stop the car. But clearly we need something else to hold that up. Okay. That worked. And got through. So we got a car through, but that's not good enough. Right, we need more support here. I can't get a wire to go over there, that's the trouble. Tell you what I will do though. I'm going to put a wire in more places here just to hold it up a bit better. This is a problem. This whole section here is the problem that's going to stop us getting a convoy through. I wonder if... That's not going to work. I wonder if that will. I don't really need it on that side, but let's just try that. Yeah, the wire there is doing nothing because it's not actually tight. So that's totally useless. I wonder. I need it to be more... I wonder. If I build a bigger structure on the other end of this, will that work? Why have I chosen to do the convoy? That's not going to work. Well, I could be wrong. It's that that's going to make it, or break it, to be honest. Okay, okay. Okay, that's good. One more. Well, that was not the best bridge to build, but it seemed to do the job that we wanted it to. We ended up spending quite a lot to build it, but we did it. And what more can we ask for? Okay, so what's going on here? Pellet head on.
Please be advised
Oh, I can see there's a thing that shoots up the top.
part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of transforming aperture science convertible planks into roadway.
Oh,
The
okay.
airborne particles released during this process may, in semi-rare cases, corrode glasses, contact lenses, and cornea.
Oh, that's me buggered then. Okay, so what have we got here? What's that? Okay, so that shoots out those balls, and they need to go through that portal. And where does that portal come out? It comes out there. What's that going to hit then? Oh, I think I understand. It needs to go up there so that it can turn off this ray. So that's the first thing we need to do. Let's build something which will stop that. From going anywhere. Sorry, I mean, that'll direct that to where we want it to go, should I say. I think here, that's not long enough. I need that to be a bit longer. Or well, basically as long as it can. And then we need one that's going to go to the ground. Yeah, the same angle as the other one, that helps. We'll also just run stuff that way to hold that up. And pretty much we need to do the same thing again on the other side. Just trying to think what kind of angle. That's the angle we want, really, isn't it? And then the same again there. So that's the first thing. Test that. Yeah, that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Goes through the portal. And we need something to shoot it up the way just there. Okay, that's good. So we need another kind of... Oh, and do you know what? I need to see where it crosses, actually. Where does it hit? Which section of that does it go into, so I know where I need to be putting the... Okay, so it goes on that thicker line there. Okay. So let's build something that'll support something that goes up there, I guess. Let's think. I want something really that goes about there, something there, and then that should allow that thing to hit the bit, I hope. Kind of looking to see where it hits it. I think it's going to... Oh no, that's good enough. That will turn off the red thing. Good. So that is how we get the thing out of there. I think that's all we need to do. Let's try. Oh, I'm there. Oh, that was too low. Oh yeah, that works. Perfect, in fact. Fire our convoy through, see what they do. They're going to lose their head on the little tunnel there, but yeah, we didn't need to build anything attached to that. The only thing I'm not sure about is when they keep hitting their heads on that. Oh no, they haven't knocked it down, so that's fine. Yay, nice and easy. That really was a very easy bridge to build. What's this? On their heads. This looks a little more difficult. We've got 2 turrets. I guess we need to drop something on the turrets. We've got a bridge that's there already, but I don't think that's the route we want to take. Because what's going to happen is, this is going to be covered. So let's get rid of this, because it's a fairly useless piece of bridge. So we've spent nothing. I think, right, so we want a companion cube to drop down into that yellow portal, so that's, I mean, that's easy enough. That's basically that, which will... Do you think that's got enough support? I mean, all it's doing is letting a companion cube slide down, which shouldn't be a problem. The difficulty is going to be building something we can actually drive on here. So, okay, where's the blue portal? The blue portal's there. So we need to get... Well, yeah, because when the car drives off there... Let me see. How far does it go on the bottom? Okay, so it would roll onto a road that's about there. So that makes sense. So we want a road roughly here, which is going to take us... that's not going to work. Wait a minute. Yeah. That as a road should take the car down there. We'll check that and make sure it works, but I think that'll work. What I am going to do is see if I can connect between those, which I can. Although I might just put a little bit more support on it. That looks like more support to me. And that should link to that one. I'm also, I think, going to build like a little platform kind of thing here. Like so. That, I think, should be enough support for the car to get across. Let's try it and see. We don't need a car to go there, that doesn't really matter. What we need it to do is land on this bridge. Ooh, it's nasty. Oh, we somehow had a bit of road in the middle of it. But that looks like it'll work. I just need to give that a little bit more support. Okay, so let's try the car one more time. I'm hoping that's enough support for it to not bow like that when it lands. That's better, but still not great. That drops the companion cube, which drops into there, which at the very least will hit that one. Okay. Still think there's not enough support. It was that beam, it was that bar there, wasn't it? That should hopefully take some of the strain from it. Right. Then, cars are going to have to drive across there, which that's a fairly straightforward bridge. I mean, it's not anything difficult, is it? That's just 3 bits of road and the usual kind of framework. There. Yeah, that works. Is that? I don't know if that's on the right place. I guess we'll soon find out. That should be okay. I don't think I need to test that. That's a pretty basic bridge. I see what we need to do. There's another companion cube just here. So what we need to do is make one roll. Let's say, I don't know, there to there. That should allow another companion cube to drop and hit that one, I hope. But now, we need to get this blue portal. When we come out of this blue portal, we need to make something that will let us drop into the yellow portal. Which is really easy enough, but let me think. If we build that to the full extent of where I need it to go, and then that just to about, yeah, to about there, I think. That obviously needs quite a bit of support, but I think yeah, that should work. But obviously what we need to do is build this right to the ground. So that should work. Yeah, okay. And then we want... Does that reach that far? Not quite. Okay, we need to connect to there. And to there, I guess. That looks like that should... Oh, wait. If I build a little bit more... Build a tiny road just a little bit further up here. Because I feel like we need to be careful with some things. I feel like this is going to be helpful. I could be entirely wrong, but I feel like I want to just be on the safe side. So for that reason, build something that goes there. There we go. But I think we also need it to be down a bit. Let's say we put it about here. I'm going to want this to go to the ground, basically. I think if we can build a bit more, we obviously want to build kind of cross beams. I'm just thinking that what I want to do is just make sure we've got enough support for everything. That should work surprisingly well. Well, I say that, I don't know if it will actually. Let's try the car. Well, that I just built was absolutely useless, so just connect it to something. I need a little bit more. Let's try that. Send the car. We'll send it and see what happens. Okay, so that bit works well enough. Well, one of the beams actually takes quite a bit of strain from that. Down goes the companion cubes. Knocks over both of the turrets. Oh, and then we were just a little short of that. There's not enough support for this. But maybe if I were to fix that above. Come on. The only thing I'm a little wary of is that this could end up pulling the other one down. I wonder. Ah, bugger. Okay, we're going to try and build that a little longer then. So we need that to be long enough that you can jump onto it. I didn't know if that was what we really wanted to do, but now I know it is. Because of the way it's going to go, it's going to come out of that dark blue portal, you see. I didn't see that portal initially. Let's just have a look. So initially it's going to do this. It's going to do that. But it's going to keep going. It's going to drop the companion cube. That all worked. Getting rid of the two things worked perfectly well. Turret gone, turret gone. Oh yes, there we go. But that, okay. One car will get across. We just need to build a bit more support. One car will not get across because there's a companion cube in the way. Really? That's going to be a pain. That string snapped almost immediately. It's this bit, I think, that's the problem, let's be honest. We don't need rope, we need supporting girders. But the trouble is... Okay, so... the car's going to go there. I'm actually half thinking if we get the car through this time... the companion cubes are a problem.
Critical function.
See, because I'm pushing two companion cubes... Oh, and I did get in. Right, what failed? Oh, everything worked. Let's try convoying it. It looks like everything actually worked. Although they're going to be running very close together. Not sure this is a good idea. Oh no, it looks good so far at least. Here's hoping it works. Down go the companion cubes. That's not a problem. As long as none of the cars fail, it's not a problem. Oh, there we go, look. No, no, no. That's not quite strong enough to take all of them. Can I build that to there? Yes, I can. I wonder if that's going to add enough support to it. And I'm going to put that wire back. Although I'm not sure it's really going to make any difference. And let's try the convoy one more time. I'm pretty sure those ropes aren't actually doing anything. But we'll see. It's just that bit You know? It's not being held up. And now they're crossing over poorly. Don't know why that happened. That wasn't an issue before. Why were they crossing over like that? Do you know what? I'm just going to put a single one across. And move on. I can't really work out what's going wrong there. But we've managed to get a car across it easily. Well, now what's probably going to happen is I'll do that and it'll fail. That's worked. Okay, get rid of the companion cubes. Hopefully it's fast enough to knock them through this time. Yes, it is. Move on. That would take too long to work out, I think. So what's this? Bounce, bounce. Okay, so we've got bouncy areas there. Now, I don't know if we want to be bouncing. Because anytime I've seen bouncing before... Right, so we want to be careful because we're going to go through that red beam if we bounce too much. Where do we start? We start here. So really we just really want something that'll let us, I think, get into there, because I'm pretty sure that lifts us up and then we continue on. So if I think just build that. Basically just build a jump. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. Let me think here. We want it to be good enough, though, that it connects up to all of these. That should work. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so that's going to work as a structure, I think. Well, almost. What we need to do is build enough here that we can... Just think here. If I build that... Is that going to give us enough support, do you think? Guess we'll soon find out. I think that's going to be strong enough to hold up. So let's see what happens when a car goes across that. Oh, I don't know, actually. That bounces. So really we just need a road that's going to catch that. Don't need anything majorly fancy, just something that will allow it to land and run up there. I reckon if we put something like that, that should be enough to catch it, and then we just really want to... That'll go there. We really just want to connect those together without too much difficulty. That works. And we also need a beam that's going to go to this. It doesn't need a lot of support, it's just really to catch that landing, so let's just see how that works. See how it looks by doing that. Not sure how that bridge is going to hold up to more than one vehicle, to be honest. Okay, that works. But if we're not careful, yeah. So, okay. So that bottom part works fine. I think, and this is just a thought, but I think we need to be careful with our speed. We need to bounce at such an angle that we're not going to have too many problems. So I reckon if we build a bit of a... Oh, wait a minute. If we build a bit of a bridge, like a jump kind of thing. We're going to want it really to be... We build a jump further back, it won't have as much speed. And I hope it should race across without any major issues. Let's find out. It's just a case of shallowing the angle. That works. If it gets over. Oh, it does. Fantastic. There we go. I think we can get a convoy over that. I'm a bit worried about this bridge at the start. That one doesn't take a lot of impact, but oh, look at this though. They're not going to be they're not going to have enough speed. They've not got enough speed to get across because they're just piling up when they get in there. Okay, well let's just put the single car across. I'm not sure what I need to do to get that to be better, to be honest. I know we can get a single car across, but it's getting them to keep up to maintain their speed, which I don't think we can do. So let's forget that for the moment and move on to level 30. We're halfway through the game. This is Air Show. Where do we start? So we start in this little spot here. Question is, where do we want to go? I don't think we really need to do much in there. If we go through that blue portal, it's going to launch us up to this blue portal, which is there. So what do we need all the other ones for? Because surely if we get there, well, does that give us enough speed to do that actually? It's probably going to end up putting us in there, isn't it? It's going to fling us up and into that portal, which is going to send us flying out here. I really don't know if this is right. Let's try something. So, first things first, we want to build we want to build something with enough support that it's going to work. So I'm going to build a little bit of extra bridge there. I think that looks about right for that portion. I'm just trying to think here, what do I want to do? I think we want to build it to about there. And probably about... Just trying to think roughly where we want to have things. That should be okay. Basically what I'm trying to do is build a road that goes onto this. Because I've got a feeling we need to land. We need to land on that, basically. I need to build something now. Why is that not building? Why won't that build? Because we're too close to the portal. I don't need it to be in the portal, I need it to be basically at the portal. Okay, hopefully that works now. There we go. I need to build something that's gonna... Yeah, that should work. I think though we want to build a little bit more support for this. If I can connect that... Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Let me think, and connect that there. What have we got here? I'm just going to connect these two as well, actually. So I'm going to have a look and see exactly what the car does, where it lands. Hits the companion cube. Oh yeah, it creates a bridge, so we get two going through at once. Well, that didn't work, obviously. That obviously didn't work. I think possibly we can fix that though. If I provide that as support. Okay, that looks better. That's definitely holding up for now. Although it looks like it's under a bit of strain. Okay, well that's not going to work. Because they're just going to hit each other. How do we stop them from hitting each other? I don't know how this is going to work. wait a minute, if I create some kind of roads that'll stop them from hitting each other, maybe in these. Yeah, if I make like a ramp that starts here, I need to start from an actual fixed point, okay. So let's say yeah, take a beam from there. And if we put that, I don't know. See, I'm just trying to think where exactly we need to put stuff. If I make that kind of a support structure at the start, I think we want to build a road which takes us just there. Let's support that with this just to make sure that it doesn't go funny. And slightly up as well, just I would say to about here. Such a way that it can connect to that one as well. Now I'm going to use wires to just add a little bit of extra support, particularly for that part, but also for this part again, and for the other end, because we're basically just making a suspended kind of, it's almost a swing, I guess. So that's going to make a little kind of swing type thing that we can use. Now what I want to do is I want to hang something else down here. I think if I just bring down, I'm just trying to think where I want it. A rope to about, yeah, it's about there. That then allows us to build a road to about, I'm just trying to think, there, and then I don't know, there. So we just need something to slow those vehicles down so they don't smash into each other, basically. I'm going to connect some more wire right up to the top to give that some support, but we're also going to build a kind of structure under it too. It's not much of a structure, but I think if we can build something like this, that should give it a bit more mass, more than anything else. That should hold it, I hope, in place. Let's try this. Let's test it. Everything seems to be sitting okay, but it's what happens when they come out through here. That worked. Oh, that almost worked. Okay, so take that off. I think we need to just extend it just a little further. Which means that needs to go. Ah! Not quite. But maybe if I do this. Now I just need to build wires again holding this up. Oh no. No, that's not right. Take that last one away. I do need to build a wire that's going to hold this up. See, the only thing I'm worried about now is I'm not sure that's actually holding any weight. Let's test it again. It looks like we got the general idea right. Right, that one worked, but this one did not, which means we need to just, I think that just needs to be a little bit higher, to be honest. Let me try. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to just raise what we just built a little bit higher. So that. But also, these need to connect to that. Yeah, that will connect to all of those points. Good. Okay, let's try that. We want to make sure that the cars actually get through these portals. The red one seems to work. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that does that, but we also need to get them out of here. But that wasn't so bad. Now I'm just thinking what I need to do is connect a road basically between these two places. Do we? Do I need to be as far forward as that? As far back as that, should I say? Yeah, I would say so. So we want to provide extra support. Right, and we also need to put another bridge to about, I don't know, about there. That should be enough, actually. I think, I hope. We'll find out. We'll find out if it works. Okay. So I need to build some kind of framework that's going to actually work for this, though. And these might be too close together. I think I'm kind of thinking on the fly with this road, which might not work very well. It just might not. Okay? Just might not work very well. Yeah, let's also build something that's going to go there. I'm not sure these roads are going to be any use whatsoever. Does that reach there? Not quite. I don't know if this is going to provide enough support for anything to travel across it, to be honest. Can we connect anything to there just to give it... Just thinking that would actually provide a lot more support, wouldn't it? I am wasting a lot of in-game cash to build this. That might be overkill. But let's find out. Well, it might be, but it's certainly not going to be if we don't have anything to support that top part. Let's try that again. That top road that I've just built looks awfully weak. So we're about to find out. Okay, so both cars are there. That one gets through. And that one. Okay, so let's try the convoy then. Because that one worked. Worked quite well, actually. Looks like this was chapter 3 complete. I think some of these cars have just hit each other. But maybe... No, that's not going to work. Just put the single cars through it again and pass. I know that we just seem to be doing that every time. But you know, once I've built that to the level that it was built to, I couldn't work out how they just start hitting each other because they start getting slower. So that's not so good. But we don't need to do the convoy to get past. We just need to get somebody through there. Oh, he's watching. He's looking at the cake. Just remember that the cake is a lie. Or maybe the cake's real, I don't know. Oh, it's his birthday party. That's what we want. Excellent work. With your tremendous efforts, we are proud to award you with the new rank of Post Insignificance. This qualifies you for several coffee transportation responsibilities, as well as additional testing. What, you were surprised that there was additional testing to do? You're telling me. What's this? Rewind. What's this? Okay, so the exit's down the bottom there, and the entrance is above the acid. So what do we want to do? How? Okay, well, I would guess that we're going to have to go through this portal at the very least. I don't know. Let's... build about... I'm just trying to think what kind of road to build. I don't want anything as steep as that. But what are these other portals? What if I build a road going to these portals? Okay, let's do that. I've absolutely no idea what that's going to do for us. But I feel like that's a road type that we're expected to use, because I can't really see... If we build something like that... Can we build something that kind of locks itself in the corner? I think that should be enough support for that side. Well, from below anyway, let's just try and balance these things too. I think I'm going to also put wire supporting the ends. I'm not really sure what I'm thinking of doing here right at this moment, because I'm not really sure where any of the portals go. Rewind seems to suggest we're supposed to be coming back through places we've already been. Doesn't it? I think it does, but that's just me. Let's build a wire to there, and a wire to there. I really don't know that that's going to supply much in the way of support, to be honest, but maybe we can do more. No. Maybe we can do more here. Yeah, look, if I build... Yeah, if I build support from here to there... But we still need to build a bit more. That should work. Basically just following the framework that just suggested. I think... So what's this going to do? I'm going to drop a car in. It's going to go through there. And it's going to come out there, which is going to shoot it back through there. And into the yellow. Yes! That works very well. Very well indeed. But we also need to get that... So we need to get that companion cube through that blue portal so that it bounces up there. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So if I build something of a... almost a swing platform, I suppose. Just as a thought, we want to build it so that it catches the companion cube, so I guess about there. Depends if we can connect these platforms. And just another bit of string that's going to hold it up, make sure it doesn't swing. Let's see if that actually is good enough. Nope. We need to move it just slightly to the right, I would say. So let's just put wire to... Let's try it. I don't want it to be that far, but I do want it to be... No, that's not right. The thing is, if I put it too far to the right... know that that's what we want as a framework. I'm hoping... Is that going to work, do we think? Or have I built that in exactly the same place? No, that worked well. That would work. I've got a feeling that didn't actually link up to the platform. But to the other rope, which didn't really work. No, that's still not strong enough. But what if we make this? Just give it a little bit of extra support. That maybe holds its shape together better. That's not going to work because it needs to go... I would say the angle of this is too high. Because we need it so that it allows the thing to pass back through in such a way as to actually... So let's say we put it... Oh, as low as that. Yeah, let's say we put it as low as that, just to try it. We'll try it and see. Because obviously we want it to be low enough that the thing can... I wonder as well, because that's lower, is it close enough that... That's no use. It's just not quite long enough, is it? Okay, that looks like it should work. I can't see why it wouldn't. If it doesn't, then I don't know what's going on. It seemed like at that angle it was able to support things better. Okay, there we go. Yes, okay. That part is done. This is really quite a long and involved process to get this part done. Okay, I think we need to build something that's going to make this slide a bit further so that it goes in there. Because at the moment what it's doing is just falling straight down. So, I don't need rope, I need... I think here. Yeah, if I do something like that... Surely that should be enough for that to slide across. Let's try it. Doesn't mean we have to do the whole thing again. It's going to drop, bounce, out it comes, in it goes. That didn't help us at all. Tell you what I might do as well. I wonder if... What I'm wondering is if I can get something that's going to catch that when it falls. Then maybe... Oh, whoops. Maybe it'll work better. That can't actually go there, look. But maybe... I'm not sure that's actually going to make any difference at all. Let's try it. Yeah, see, that's not even got any support whatsoever. Let's try that. Still not going to work. I need wires. I'm not sure that a wire is going to really help with that part. Guess we'll find out in just a moment. Still not good enough. It's because it's just not got any support there. But if I do this, we're wasting a lot of time on building support that we might not actually be doing any good with. Okay, let's try that. Bridge still doesn't want to stay up. But if... I wonder... That might work. I don't want that to be a road. So now if we can... This level might be causing me problems. Maybe not, we'll wait and see. Hopefully it doesn't. I just feel like that's way too much metal. It's still bowing in the middle. You know what's going to happen now? The car is going to hit that. So that part is no use. But if I do that, it may still be useful. Can I build anything else? There, maybe that. It's still not very supportive at the bottom. Just hoping it's enough that the companion cube can roll in. See, and then it doesn't move. Because there's not enough of an angle on that. Which means we're going to have a different problem. And then just connect it to there. Okay, make those into... Yeah, that might work better. That does not need to be a... I'm hoping that's at an angle that will actually catch this and roll it in. But it's not, because there's not enough bloody support for it as usual. Just too much weight, isn't there? I wonder. Is that going to be enough to help support it, do you think? No, that's just going to fall off. It's not going to do any good at all. Well, hang on. Can I put a wire that runs the whole length of that? I can. That holds it up. Does it hold it up enough for the companion cube? That's the question. Nope. That angle's just... do you know, I'm going to wipe this whole section because that's just annoying me now. It's completely wrong. It's just completely not right. The idea of having something angled at such a way that it catches that is right, but... Get rid of everything else that's there just now. Because I think we're spending way too much time building all sorts of extra supports that I don't know we need. Let's try and get this bit done, because we need a ramp of some kind that's going to turn us round there, don't we? And I think the way to do that would be just to... Although I'm not really sure I know what I'm doing now, if I'm honest. Basically, for the road for this, we just need to build something that will allow it to roll in, don't we? Like that. So like if I make that the road, The only thing we really need to do is just put enough support in for it. That should work. That should work. And that should work. That should work. And that should be enough support, I think, for the thing that's going to let the car out. Let's just try that and see if that actually does work. See where the car goes. Oh, it didn't. Where did it go? So now the car's having other problems. That was going through without any problems before. Why is it suddenly having issues? What happened there? Well, that bridge got in the way because it's got no bloody support. Stupid. Let's try that. Of course it did. I mean, that's really obvious, isn't it? So, oh. That should work for getting a car through, but maybe only one. Is that really all the support I can give it? Let's just... I'm just doing this again, aren't I? I'm just reinforcing things that I'm not sure need to be. But if there's a convoy going through, it's not going to go through. That I just think's adding excess weight, doesn't need to be there. But I still want to make sure it goes correctly. Okay. So now we just need to build something that's going to actually let that. Well, I wonder now. Could I drop the angle on that slightly? See, the trouble is I need to think exactly where. Let's try that. That's still got enough space for the car to get through. Still not right. But maybe if I can build it, bring it down just a touch more. Maybe like that. Let's try that. That doesn't look like it's going to provide enough support. Because it's almost at exactly the same angle. It doesn't matter what angle that's at. The car will still go across. So, okay. We will try... But that's not really going to work, because what I need to do... Oh no, wait a minute. I wonder if that's going to be good enough. I wonder if that'll be good enough. That doesn't need to be a road, thank you. That does. Okay. Let's just try something really simple like that. That's too much weight, I think. I mean, the companion cube only has to get on once. It doesn't have to... That worked. The question is, can we do that in convoy? Let's try it and see. I suppose, I mean, that bit that we've built, the bridge bit, at the bottom there, that we finally managed to get in place that actually worked. Now, look, the convoy's annoying because they pile on top of each other. So let's again just send a single car around. We know it'll be successful. Move on to the next chamber. These chambers are getting harder and harder every turn. But we did it. So I'm not going to complain too much. What's this? Oh, we've got a huge red area that we can't go into. Avoid launch, it's called. So basically we don't want to get launched on these things, I guess. So we need some kind of thing that stops us being launched as we drive across. Or that'll basically bounce us the other direction so that we land here. So that we can get across to this blue portal. And from this blue portal we need to get across to the other side. Well, I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult. I think we can build something to do that. Basically we need to build like a road that's gonna... No, that's too low. But that'll work. Okay, so that'll be the road. Can I build something that connects to that? So what I want to do is build something else that connects, yeah, to there. That works. Okay, there we go. This should do the job, I think. I need to just get across in such a way that it's gonna... I mean, this road's not hard to build. That's a road that's going to take us right across there as long as I provide it enough support. I feel like something that actually crossed those would probably be quite useful. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Still, let's try something else. Let's build something that's going to hold that up. The top part's, you know, this part's probably the easiest bit of the bridge, to be honest. Doesn't quite reach there. I just don't feel like we needed that much. But maybe we do. Maybe we do. Okay, so we just want to basically build that. A kind of self-supporting structure there. That should work. Connect that one to there. Connect this one. I mean, they're a little bit off-center, which does have me a little bit worried. But hopefully that shouldn't be a major issue. As long as we can get the rest of the kind of beams connected. Yeah, that should work, I think. I'm kind of pushing it a bit with it, to be honest. Because I feel like that's... No, I think that's probably going to be okay. You know, that part's probably not a problem. We can build the top of the road. No, that's not right. That should work. I feel like maybe we want something that's just going to go to there. I wonder if that's going to fall down as soon as you turn on. I can see an immediate area where it's a problem. Which is that it's not got any support whatsoever there, look. But that, I think, should fix that problem. Yeah, okay, there's the support there. No part of it's like red. Okay, I think the top's okay. I'm kind of making an assumption that the top's okay, right? So we do need to bounce, but we do not need. Do we go? I think we just need something that we can bounce off of, like that. I think. Can I connect this? Yeah, I think that's all we really need to do. I think we just need to bounce off something. Let's try. If this works, that should hit that. No, it's too far forward. It's too far forward. So, okay, we need this to be... Basically, we need to start that. If we start that there... And the only trouble I can see having here is that this... Well, yeah, see, that's too long for a start. Oh, but this might work. This will work. Well, we'll find out. Here we go, look. We don't get launched far enough. Wait, where do we land? Maybe we can build a... Build something that we can land on. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can build a platform we can land on. Don't actually know. I feel like this isn't really going to work. I need to build a structure to actually... The only way I can really do this, I think, build a structure that we can actually use over here to protect the thing. Okay, let's say I want to build a road. I want that road to go... I don't know if it... Well, yeah, we want it to go there so that... That I'm just building to... So yeah, we're basically with that, we're just building something that will keep us off that bounce pad, I suppose. And then if I build a road that goes... I don't know... there... then that should stop the thing from falling in the acid. Shouldn't it? Ideally. I'll just put a little bit more support on this because I don't think it's going to work just like that. I'm not 100% sure it's going to work at all, to be honest. I don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to try this. Actually, I wonder if I can just create another bit of road, bit of bridge like that. Just finishes that off for us. Let's try that. Way too much weight there, Luke. But do we need it to be connected to there? I'm not so sure. Let's see. Okay, not quite. I can't build anything that'll stay inside that. I can't build anything to go across there. But maybe... See, that's breaking up instantly. We do need a bridge of some kind that's going to go across there. But I would say that that's not it. Let's try removing half the other stuff that's there. I think basically the only bit that's okay is that first bit of road. even that, to be honest, could probably do with being at a better angle. First things first. Right, we want a road. Oh no, that should be okay. We just need a bit of road. It's going to go far enough that it stops us from bouncing on there. But now what? I feel like what we did wrong there was we put way too much stuff on it. I think is what we did wrong. Whereas if I probably built it a bit too big, to be honest, as well. But if I build something that's got shorter road sections that allows us to provide more support for it, then I hope that that will give us the kind of support we actually need. Especially if we manage to connect them up. It doesn't really matter, that probably would have worked, but... Oh, come on. Okay, so we can't connect that to that. Is that going to be enough support? Nope. Oh, it's because I didn't provide any support for it this way. That'll be why. I reckon. Is that enough though? Something's not connected there, that's what the problem is. This isn't connected to anything. That causes a problem, I think. Maybe not, maybe we can do it this way. Does that work? Still not enough support on this part. Look at that. Not quite, so it's breaking up here. Which means I just need something else to just provide a little bit more support. That's going to take the weight away from that area. This might be the last one we do tonight, guys. Just keeping an eye on the time. I am at work quite early tomorrow, so... Right, is that enough? The answer is not quite. What's going to happen when it lands? Oh, it might be enough. Okay, that's going to be good enough. Maybe we could do one more then. Oh, it's not finished. Of course. Yeah, I think that's enough. Because that took way too long to do, and I can see that it's definitely not going to take the other vehicles. So, one more, and it's Don't Kiss on the First Date. And what's this one about? Okay, so the entrance is there, but there's a door that needs to be opened. Yeah, well, the first obvious thing is then, because the door needs to be opened, we need to get a road across to there. That'll get us in the portal into that switch. I don't know why that bridge decided it didn't want to be straight, but it's free to make its own decisions. If you can really call that a decision. I don't think you can, really. That was just a silly thing to say, and I don't know why I said it. Really? Oh yeah, yeah. We need to build something that'll stop us from landing on that bounce pad straight away. So that should fix that. That's basically why I just did that, just in case you're wondering what I'm doing. For goodness sake. Okay, but then we also want to build support structures for this too. Okay, so let's... Okay, I got an idea. Let's try and build support for this first. I think we're going to need more support, as I say, for the top part. I mean, this part's easy enough. You just have to make sure you've got enough supports to do it. Okay. Now I think we can also build a... I wonder if this will provide enough support to actually get across. This is kind of a weird support area, I know. That doesn't quite reach there. But that does. I feel like I want to just do this. Yeah, I'm just going to put some slightly extra support on this because I don't really know that this is going to do any good. I'm kind of just, you know, with a lot of these games it is kind of trial and error. It does mean I'm spending a lot of in-game currency on... just noticed there's an extra bit of road there which needs to go. And then let's just connect these two. Right. I also need to just give it a little bit of support there. Let's see. That bridge is really not holding up well. That did not work. Oh. I wonder... I want to just put a few of these ropes here. They're not going to hold for long. Hopefully they'd hold long enough for a car to get across, but... And why is that bit not connected? Okay. I wonder... Okay, I can't actually do that. I was thinking I could build more supports there. But I don't think this is going to work. Now I'm just adding ridiculous pieces to it for no reason. I mean, I do want something that's going to actually support the weight of it, but... feel like we're just putting too much stuff on it now. That is giving it more... Okay, let's try it. We really need to get the car across. It's the landing that we've got to worry about. Well, maybe it'll work. Yes, it will! Yes, it will! Oh, beautiful. As I say, this will be our last one, but let's try and convoy it just for fun. Probably not going to work. 10 vehicles to get across here in convoy. It's a smooth landing, and if they land one after the other rather than all at once, then I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. So far so good. The bridge is all red, like fully red. It looks like we're going to be okay. Last one coming. Well, that's great. That was very well done. We'll jump to the next level, but... Oh, this looks interesting. Vertical limits. Let's take a look at it, so we know what we're going to be playing with next time round.
The
So we come out
Enrichment Center would like to remind
here we
you
go.
that all test chamber costs will be reimbursed by the applicant.
Oh, I have to
In
reimburse all
case
the
of
costs, do I?
illiquidity, the Enrichment Center
What does it
offers
matter?
all
You're not going to let me out
applicants the
anyway.
possibility to do compensatory work as
Oh,
test
wow.
vehicle parking attendants. Family members may provide test vehicle cleaning services for optional gratuity.
Okay, whatever. So what is this? Let's take a look at this one before we move on to the next. I can see an awful lot of speed up areas. So we come out there. There's a speed up zone there. There's a speed up zone there. There's a portal to go into there, which will shoot out of at the other side. What actually do we need to do here? Do you know? Let's give this one a quick shot. I just want to do this one. This will be the last one. But I want to try it because it looks pretty cool. So I would guess we're supposed to continue round that kind of zone, if you like. This will be the last one, though. And I'm aware I said that last time. But this was an interesting looking track. I feel like if we can provide the right support for this... That ought to work. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say that ought to work. Okay, so what's that going to do? It's going to shoot us up there. Let's watch. Let's watch what it's going to do. Shoot us through the portal over there. Up we go. I think we need to make a road that's going to kind of curl up to what looks like a button on the wall there. What in the world? I think. Yeah, that looks good. Followed by that. No, that's not right. Needs to be up a little bit. So probably about there instead. I would say, which should then link to there. That looks more like it. Because what we need is something that's going to run, see, round this. So I would say... We want kind of a road that's going to curl round like that. I'm not sure this is right, but we'll give it a shot. so that we go down there once we've hit this, which turns off the lights. And the other thing we need to do is make a road that goes there. In fact, no, not quite. What we need to do is build a road that goes, I think, to about there first at a higher angle like that. And then we should go straight to that. That looks more like it. So again, we need supports for this. I think really, no, not like that. I think we want it to be somewhere in between the two, because that seems to provide a bit more support. And then I think we want something that's going to go to about there. Just something that's going to hold this up more than anything else. That should do it. But we maybe just connect these bits up too, just to be sure. I think that's probably going to be enough. Let's just test it. Yeah, that looks strong enough. Let's see. Hoping this is going to be quick enough to... That's not going to work. Not quite. Probably because we didn't actually provide it with any support whatsoever. I mean, that would really explain why, wouldn't it? Also, that wasn't connected to anything, I don't think. No, it was. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that would be why we failed there, wouldn't it? Obviously. And then I think what we want to do is just add a kind of supporting beam this way too. Let's try that. I mean, that basically fell apart because there was nothing covering it at all. But maybe now... That looks more like it. Did that work? It did, yes. Let's try the convoy. As I say, this is the last one. Let's try the convoy. If the convoy gets through, we've done really well. I just like the look of this level. So many failures we get. Ooh, they're so close to crossing over each other. Ah, the bridge is falling apart. The bridge is falling apart. Will we have enough time to get them all over before it does fall apart? It's bouncing and rocking, but it's still letting them through. Oh, we've done it. Well, not quite. Not quite. They're not going to be fast enough to get through it now. They're just not quick enough now to get through. If they could... Ah, they're just not... They need to be able to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's just put the car through on its own. But yeah, okay, so that is Bridge Constructor Portal. It's the third video we've done in that. Well, technically the second full video we've done in it, but yeah. There we go, complete. That's Bridge Constructor Portal. If you're enjoying that and want to see more, let me know. You can reply on my Twitter page. It's twitter.com/supernautus. You can email me through my YouTube page. You know, you can go to YouTube. You can email me using YouTube. That doesn't even make sense. What am I talking about? You can send me messages on YouTube at Supernautus Streams, on Twitter at twitter.com/Supernautus. And just let me know if you've got any other suggestions of games I might like to play. I kind of like just to play a wide variety of things as usual. You know how it is. But yeah, if you are on YouTube, feel free to click a like, maybe add a subscription if you're enjoying things and like what you've seen so far. And hit the bell for notifications of new videos coming up. Not only are my streams there, but also some other videos that I've recorded. I did try and record something last night, but it decided to crash right near the end of the game, and I hadn't saved for so long that I just gave up. And the game I played wasn't that great, to be honest, either, so no point putting it up there for you to see, because it just wasn't good. But that doesn't matter. For now, thank you very much for tuning in. As I say, head over to Twitter, twitter.com/Supernautus. There you'll know when I'm going live, because I'll make all my announcements there. And head over to YouTube to Supernautus Streams to have a look at all my other videos and all my other recordings and things, if you like. Thank you very much for now, and that'll be a good night from me. Good night.